Today, I will be giving you a guide on how to make a perfect deck in Clash Royale. There are so many cards that I can even count, so making a deck can be not only confusing but also overwhelming. But I will break it down step by step so you can make the perfect deck that suits you and will guarantee success. Let's go. So the first thing you need to do is choose two win conditions. A win condition is a card that ignores troops and only targets towers and buildings. This card will be the card that gets the damage on the tower and wins you the game. And the reason I said two win conditions is because if your opponent can counter one of them, then they hopefully can't counter the other. Try not to pick two win conditions that are similar like the Giant and the Royale Giant because it will be easy for your opponent to counter it. Instead, maybe pick the Giant and the Graveyard, so it will make it hard for your opponent to defend. Here is a list of win conditions that you can use in your deck. For this example, I will use the Giant and the Goblin Barrel. The next things you need to add is two air defenses. These could be flying like the Baby Dragon, or ground like the Electro Wizard. These cards will be your only air defenses, and when you are picking these cards, make sure that they can support your win conditions. With Giant as my primary win condition, the opponent might play a swarm unit to stop it. So that's where the Baby Dragon comes in because he deals with swarms very well. And if the opponent has an Inferno Dragon or an Inferno Tower, then my Electro Wizard can deal with that. So pick two air cards that synergies well with your win conditions. After our air defenses, you will need to pick two ground units. These units will be your main defense for ground pushes, and they will hopefully stop the opponent's win conditions from getting to the tower. And just like win conditions, don't pick the two ground troops that are the same. For example, the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Lumberjack are similar cards. They both cost 4 elixir, they both deal high damage, and they are both bad again, swarm cards. So it's not a good idea to have both in your deck. So instead, you could swap the Lumberjack out for guards. The guards are cheaper, more versatile, and can offer solid defense against more troop. So let's add them in your deck. And the last part of your deck are spells. You will need one small spell and one big spell. A small spell is a spell that costs 3 elixir or less, and it's quick to cycle, and it deals with all the swarm cards. A big spell is a spell that costs 4 elixir or more, and it can deal with medium HP cards and pushes. Here is a list of all the spells in Clash Royale. Some good spell combos are Log and Fireball, Log and Rocket, Snowball and Lightning, Zap and Poison, and the Barbarian Barrel and Lightning. Picking the right spells is important because they are very powerful. They can support units, defend pushes, and deal damage to towers. For our deck, we will use the Log and Fireball. And that is how you make a homemade deck in Clash Royale. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend this one where I rank every win conditions in Clash Royale. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.